Hello, good morning everyone. Thank you for coming to join me. I just wanted to bring you along with a little project that I'm doing. I'm working with some papers from Kleeblatt Creations and Brigida. Um, I've used her time of mushrooms before and I had some papers left over, so I thought I'd do another project and try and use them up. And I've also got her. Sorry, everything's stuck this morning. And I've got a terrible cold, so I do excuse my throat. I've also got her labels and tags that come in different sizes. So these are the big ones, and then they come in a slightly smaller size as well. And what I've done is I've got the Tim Holtz bug stamps, and so I've stamped on them and done the heat embossing. Now it's the first time I've heat embossed, so it's not perfect, but I'm quite happy with the outcome. It's the kind of a greeny colour. I don't suppose that picks it up. So I've done not all of them, but I've picked some of the tags out and I've put bugs on them. So there we go. So I'm going to use some of those as well in this project. And I thought I'd just bring you along. It's an in-between project. So I've kind of almost finished the Queen Victoria journals, but I've run out of the wax thread or any kind of thread actually that's suitable to bind the signatures in. Both of those are sold, and I will do a flip through, but it'll be after Christmas now because I'm waiting for the thread to come in. Couldn't think of the word then. So I kind of thought, well, I'll do a project with what I've got in the spirit of trying to use things up. So oh, I wanted to get what I've used. Hang on a minute. I forgot, silly me. So what I've got some of these, I guess they're not file folders because they haven't got the tabs on, but it's card stock, not ever so thick as you can see. It's kind of, it is bendy. And this is what I've used to make this, and I've already started it and then thought you might like to see what I'm doing. If you don't, that's fine. So I've made this out of one of these, and the way that I've done it is I had it this way, so that would have been kind of like that. And then all that I did was decided where I would like the first flap to be. So I did that, and then I decided where the outside flap would be, and then just folded it until I got the shape that I wanted. There's lots of videos on people doing this, so you can see that's how it would have been. It would have been like that, and I've cut the bits out. So I've just folded it. I've reinforced the folds with a little bit of Tyvek that I had. I think that I'm going to be putting a little signature in here, and this is I had this left over from when I did the paper bag journal, so I'm going to put that in there. I think I'm going to have something, these flaps may be too big, I've not decided yet, but I'm going to have something in there with ties to hold it in. And then I've already done this little bit, and this is just an envelope that I've covered and put one of those doobries on. My brain, as you can see, is just not functioning today at all. This cold has really knocked me for six, and it is only a cold. There's a pocket just there that I'm going to put something in, and then that flaps down, and I've just decorated it with one of the papers from the Time of Mushrooms, and then I've just put one of the tags in from the bugs. So that goes up like that. And what I thought, this is the flap. So it closes, I bet I'm really confusing everyone, but I'll carry on. It closes like that, and it closes like that, and it will have a tie of some sort round it. So I've written on their flap and I've written on their front so that I don't get too confused. So I don't want to make any of these pockets that bulky, but I thought, excuse me, I thought that I've gone bug mad, I can tell you that. My thought was, these tags that come with the kit, I thought if I put them, I've got one that I've put a little ladybird on, and it might be reflecting on the light. I'll try and alter the light. I don't think it's going to, is it? It's got a little ladybird on it that I've embossed. And then I thought if I put those on there, then I've also put those on there. They could fit in. I think I'm going to have to square them off or slightly alter the shape because I don't think they're going to fit completely. But I thought I could put one each of those, and I'm not going to back them. They're on card, but just going to be a little place to put things. So I think I am going to go ahead and do that. So they're going to go on there. So I need 3 tags. 1, 2, trying to pick different bugs. 3 tags and 3 of those. So I'm going to put those, that's what's going to go there. So I can move that out the way. I'm just going to open that because when I'm going to stick the paper on here, that little bobbly bit's going to get in my way. I've got this piece left over from the travel kit that Brigida has, and I thought that I would put that on there. It looks like it might be a bit too big. It is a little bit too tall, so I'm just going to cut the top off there. Not a lot, I only want a little smidgen off because I want them to be quite a good fit. And I think what I'm going to do is I might use this as a giveaway. I'm not going to advertise the giveaway. I am just going to look at comments from this, put that on there, from this video and any other videos that I might, oopsie daisy, that I might do with this project. And the reason I'm not going to advertise it is I want something that I've made to go to somebody that is actually supportive and comments on my work. And I do have quite a lot of regular people who do comment on what I'm making, and I'd like it to go to somebody that I kind of know. I don't know you all, but I do know you all, rather than somebody who just pops on just because there's going to be a giveaway, if that makes sense. So I'm going to put that on there. Have I got that too high or too low? No, that's okay. I'll put that on there. I am going to stitch all the way around these, so that should work out all right. Just make sure it's stuck down. So that's going to be, I keep looking because I forget what it's going to look like, but I like that. So it is a bit of a mix and match, I know, but I think if you're using papers from one designer, I think they do all go together nicely. Let me just move that to the side. That's going to be the front page of my... And then I thought, if that's going to go on there, I love this paper, this green one. I think this is called Pages Past. But I think that's going to go on there. And I think I'm going to put some sort of fabric that I haven't looked for yet. So I like that as well. So that's going to go on there. So that's going to go where I've written front, isn't it? This is where I get confused with these things. It's like when I did the envelope one. You think you know where everything's going, and then you unfold it and you think, oh gosh. But I think as long as you're covering it with something, you can write on it, can't you? And do you know what I didn't? Oh yes, it is the right way up. So that is going to go where it says front. Yep, I've got it right. Sorry, I can't just, or I just can't quite see. Yep, that fits there. Can't pick that up. So wherever I've got Tyvek on the outside, I am going to put some fabric. So that will cover all these little bits. So I'm not worrying about that. So that folds in, that folds over. Doesn't that look pretty? So I am very happy with that as well. Love it. And I think I was thinking on there, I've got this little ticket that comes from Brigida's insect tag kit. And I'm thinking I'm going to put that on there. So you can see it's going to be a bit of a buggy journal. Or just bugs and insects and mushrooms and flowers. So I'm going to put some fabric on here, but I don't want it coming a long way over. So I think if I just stick that on there, and that's going to be a pocket as well. And these are things that I had left over from when I was doing the mushrooms. The time of mushrooms, I did an empty, oh gosh, Carol, get your brain in gear. The bag journal, that was it. You always end up with things left over that you don't use, don't you? I know I'm covering those flowers up, but... And I'm going to leave a little space because I do want to stitch around. Oh gosh, let me unflap that again. It's hard to kind of... There we go. If I'd thought about it before, I might have stitched this pocket in place. But I'm not going to do that because I've already put the paper on the back. So I wasn't thinking ahead of what I wanted to do. I just kind of started it because sometimes I think you just need to do a project that just clears your head a little bit. So that will be a pocket. Yeah, I've got that down, haven't I? That has stuck, yeah. There we go. So that will be a pocket just there on the front. So that's good. So you can see it's coming together. That's as far as I'd thought of doing, I have to say. But I am happy with that. And then I'm going to put, I think I'm going to put some sari silk maybe under the fabric that goes here so that it can tie round. But I haven't, or sari silk or ribbon or something. I'll have a look and see what I can find. So I'm happy with that. You can see I don't want to bulk it out too much. So that'll just be good. And then I've got the back page to do. I never know if these have got a right way or a wrong way. I think I might use that on the back. Yeah. So I just need to cut a piece to go there, and then that's the back and the two fronts done, isn't it? So I need it to be about 5 1/4 wide. So let's just, if I cut a piece 5 1/4 wide, it's quite wasteful. 5 1/4 wide by, I think it's about 6 3/4. So I'm going to do the height first. So I hope you're all okay. I think I'll publish this video as it kind of goes out, you know, as I do it. So this is Monday. No, it's not. Monday was yesterday. Gosh, golly, silly me. It's Tuesday today, so this video will go out. Oh, I thought I'd measured it and not taken that into account then. Yeah, Tuesday. So I think I'm just going to publish this as soon as I've done the video. Is there a right and a wrong? I think personally I prefer it that way, so that's the way it's going to go. And it's going to go on there. It's just a little bit too long, isn't it? Just a tiny tad. So I'm just going to take a tiny tad off there. Get it the right way round. And then that's going to go on there. And as I say, these bits are going to have fabric on. So I like that. Just make sure it's not too sticky before I go and put my paper on. Yeah, so I hope you're all okay and that you're ready for Christmas. My plan is to get this finished if I can before Christmas. Or not before Christmas, what am I talking about? Before New Year is what I mean. Does anybody else get brain freeze some days? That's what I'm having today. Yeah, I'm hoping to get this finished between Christmas and the New Year is what I'm saying. And then what I want to do is, I've got quite a few, I'll do it that way, winter kits. And I want to do a few, or a couple, 2 or 3 winter journals. using the different kits that I've got. So I've got a lovely kit from Amy at Crafty Cat that I want to use, her new one. So I've got that ready to use. Andrea Artie Mays has a lovely one as well, so I'd like to use that one that I've got. So we can see it's coming together. So that's like that. The back's going to be like that. It's going to have fabrics down there. I'm going to stitch round them. And I'd like something on the back. I don't want it to be plain. I've got that pocket there. I don't know if I'm going to put anything just there or not. Let's start with thinking what I can put on there. I had, when I was doing the mushrooms, the paper bag journal, I printed them out and I've got some left over, and I'm just wondering whether I could use some of these. I think I certainly could. Oh, that's quite nice, isn't it? Although that would be quite a big pocket, wouldn't it? Where would it be to? Oh, that might be quite nice. I'm just thinking it's going to have ribbon coming across there. So if I had it on that side, the ribbon would come across that way, which would hold it in quite nicely, wouldn't it? So I've got that one. I like that one. I like them all, actually. I've got this spotty dotty one. Ooh. That quite matches those, doesn't it? What do you think? I think I like that one. I think I'm going to use that one. And this is just copy paper. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to fold that. Oh, and it's almost the right size, look. Almost. I'm just going to cut that. I'm going to cut it just a little bit shorter, narrower, not as wide. Sorry, remember, I'm trying to... Leaves me that beautiful little mushroom there. And it's... I need it about 6... What did I say? 6 3/4, didn't I? Just a tad less than 6 3/4. Let's see how good that fits. It's actually not bad at all, is it? So that's going to be a tuck spot just there, and it's going to have fabric coming over here, which will cover that bit as well. So I'm going to glue these two together, and that will make it that bit sturdier, because as I say, it is just normal copy paper. There we go. And then that is going to go on there as a pocket. And because I'm stitching round it, sorry, I'm thinking out loud, aren't I? It's going to have fabric covering there. Yep, so I'm going to glue that on there, and then it will get stitched around as well. Don't want to glue that bit because that's where the pocket's going to be. So I'm just going to put some glue on just to hold it in place until I get round to stitching. Oops, it's come a bit lower, I think. Sorry if you can hear noise outside. It's bin men day today. They're never quiet. Banging the bins. So that's going to be a pocket just there. So I'm going to, I mean, I've got some, the bug kit that, I think it's called insect labels, but there are some large ones I mean, I love bugs. I don't know if anybody else does, but that would make a lovely tag to go in there, make it a bit bigger. And I've still got somewhere, I think I have got left, some of the tea bag that I love. So I think I might put that on one of those. Oh, that one's quite nice. And that one's nice. They're all nice. And make it into a tag. I think she's got a video on how she, oh, I like that. Yep. On how she does these. Sorry, I keep losing my throat or my voice. That is going to be a tag to go in there. So I'm just going to cut this out. So trying to make as I go. I don't know how big it is, but let's just cut it out and then we can see, can't we? So what sort of projects are you all doing? I've done my Christmas journals. I finished those a while ago. I do like making Christmas journals, but not as much as making other themes. And I do like to make a good range of different themes as well. I don't like to kind of just stick with one. As I say, I've just done the Queen Victoria one and I really enjoyed that. Just something a little bit different. See, that's going to fit in there nicely, isn't it? So I've got a little bit of white, just where the tea bags tore, I guess, as she was doing it. And you could cut it kind of jaggedy, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to ink those bits up because you're not going to see them. Has anybody done a bug journal? I know there's some papers out there that you can use to do bug kits and things, bug journals, and I have got some bug books, so that is definitely on my wanting to do list. I'll put those on there. What else have we got in this? What else could we add? 1935. Oh, 1935, it's not at all, it's 1835. Put that down a little bit so that it shows. I love this. So, sorry, I don't know if you can see in here the little bits and pieces that I've got. Oh gosh, my fingers can't pick these up. Do you know what? I think I'm going to put that on there just because I like it somewhere. Right, okay. I am struggling to pick things up, aren't I? This is going to go on there. I'm going to stick that on my glue book because it needs to be that bit thicker. It's not very heavy. So let's start with that. Oops, and it's sticking to everything. There we go, 1, 2. And then, oh, where did he go? I've lost him. Right, hold on, shut the doors. It's okay, I found it again. I'd put it over to the side like a silly Billy. Right, I'm just going to ink round the edges on that. I know it is boring watching people inking, isn't it? I don't think I'm going to stitch round this. I think I'm just going to put it on because I do want to try and keep the bulk down as much as I can. And now I'm gluing on all my pens, so my glue book's a bit wonky. Oh dear, Carol. I spent Sunday wrapping presents, so that was that done. I've had a couple of appointments this week with my mum. So that's that mum. She's all done now, all done and dusted with her appointments till the new year. And I didn't want to start a big project, which is why I thought I would do this one. Make sure I put this the right way up. I'll just put that on there. There we go. So that's going to go in there, and it'll have the tie round it. And I've got these little, it's a beautiful little spotted ladybird. There we go, just ink those little bits a little bit. Just conscious that I'm going to be having some fabric going over, and I don't want to cover that up. But I think it's going to go up there. And I'm also going to stitch round this, aren't I? So I don't want it too close to the edge. There we go. Yeah, I'm pleased with that. So that's a little step forward, isn't it? I'm going to obviously back that with some paper. And I've got some of Brigida's painted ledger paper, so I think I'll back it with that. Oh, I could almost have backed it with that, couldn't I? I suppose if I cut a little bit extra off it, I could. That would be quite nice, wouldn't it? I might do that. I might back it with that one, but I'm going to put it in there for now, just so that I can remember where it goes. And I also need to make something to go in there, don't I? So these labels are from Brigida as well. Okay, I need to think about what I'm going to do next, but I'm pleased with that. I think that looks nice. I'm happy with how it's turning out. I might look for some fabric to go along there. I'm not sure if I want to put the fabric on before or after I put that. Oh, it's there, it's going to go. So I could put the fabric on that bit, but I might want to put something on here, mightn't I? As a pocket. Just wondering if I could use one of the tea bags. Maybe I could. Maybe I could cut it as a corner pocket, that's the word, to go there. I might have a look at that as well. Okay, so I'll go and do a little bit more on this, and then I will come back and show you what I've done. And as I say, if I will be doing this as a giveaway, and I will just do a random pick of comments. So if you are interested in having it, just comment below. Okay, take care, folks. See you later. Bye.